Hello, young artists. My name is Marquetta Johnson, and I am a visual arts teaching artist. Today, we are going to explore story quills. This video is a part of the Kennedy Center's online collection, Teaching Artists Present, where teaching artists from all over the country lead arts activities that you can do from the comfort of your home. Young artists, welcome to my studio where I paint, print, draw, and sew fabric to make many kinds of collectibles and quilts. Sometimes I make a special kind of quilt called a story quilt. A story quilt has lines, shapes, colors, figures, or words on it inspired by something that happened or an idea that I might have. I would like to show you a way that I create story quilts with paper. It is called a paper story quilt. Before I start, let's look at a few images of story quilts to inspire us. Let's look at this little story quilt. When I was a little girl, there was a rooster that lived in my neighbor's backyard. But one day, I came outside with a sandwich, and that old rooster came up to me and took my sandwich right out of my hand. For this quilt, I came up with the idea to make my chicken, my rooster, really big. And I did that to emphasize the fact that he is the main character in the story. My cat Ginger ran away, but she came back home yesterday. I used the newspaper because Ginger Cat coming home was big news in our community. Let's look at another story quilt. I used crayons to draw some of the things I saw on a road trip to San Antonio. I also used a black Sharpie marker to write down some of the words that I wanted to put on my story quilt. The materials I used to make a story quilt are simple and easy to find around the house. Grab some paper, some pencils, markers, and crayons, and you're ready to make a story quilt. Now, if you could also find some fabric scraps or newspaper or magazine pages, that could be added for additional color and texture. Stretch your imagination and you are ready to make your own story quilt. Now, my friends, this is how I make a story quilt. When I am making a story quilt, I start out by thinking of one sentence I can be inspired by. For this paper story quilt, my sentence is, "My grandmother's yard is full of flowers." Once I have an idea, I draw it lightly onto my paper. That way, I can erase any line that I do not want in my drawing. I start out by drawing the horizon line. That is where the sky meets the ground. Then I add details to my drawing with basic shapes. My house is a square. The door and the windows are rectangles. The roof is a rhomboid, and triangles are on the porch. Some of the flowers are irregular hexagons, and some are circles. The tree trunks are made of lines. The tree top is an organic shape made with a line and no angles. I filled the shape with green like leaves. The path is made of horizontal lines to make it look interesting. Finally, I look at my work of art to see if I need to add any last-minute details. Now, I have completed my paper story quilt. My friends, I was so inspired by my paper story quilt that I thought I'd make it with fabric. Check it out. Young artists, you are full of stories. Make a story quilt. Share your stories. Let art making be a way for people to get to know you better. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you explore other videos in the Kennedy Center Presents collection. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.